Good morning. It's all good news today, right? Now, people teaching the politicians about democracy. This is what's going on. I think politicians, they got tired of democracy a long time ago. And now people have to teach them again what it is. The people, they know what democracy is. I have an example of this here in Sweden, the Liberal Party. They were dying. Yeah, really. Because they didn't care about democracy at all. And now they made a smart decision this last weekend. They said, okay, we will work to form a government even if it means that it's getting support from the nationalists. Yeah. That was the decision. And I believe this is a good thing because now I see these people leaving the Liberal Party. Big fuss about this in the Liberal Party, see? And all these people leaving in protests, tearing up their membership cards, very dramatic. And I know about some of these people who are leaving. I know it's a good thing that they leave. No, maybe they can find a way into some other party, but it will be harder for them. So this is the people teaching the politicians about democracy because, people know this. If a lot of people vote for the nationalists, it means that the nationalist party should have a say in what's going on in the country. Yeah. And this was the case here in Sweden. 18% voted for the nationalists in the last election. And the other politicians, they said, let's just ignore them. We ignore this party and we ignore all these people who voted for it. Yeah, let's pretend that they don't exist. We shouldn't listen to them. This is not democracy, you see. And now the Liberal Party, they learned the lesson. Because they were actually dying. And now they have a chance. Yeah. So that's good. I want to talk about Romania. Huge protests in Romania yesterday. So what's going on here? In all different cities there were protests, big protests. People protesting the restrictions. See. And I was very happy to see this. There's a difference here. First time I see it, I believe. These protests are organized to some extent, at least, by a political party, the AUR party in Romania. They speak out against the restrictions and they support these protests. The party leader, George Simeon, he has called on people to protest across the country every day this week. Yeah, and he's been himself attending one of these protests. Yeah, I believe this is the first time I see this. I could be wrong. Maybe Justin Trudeau did the same at some point. Yeah, or Boris Johnson maybe, organizing protests against the restrictions. No, this is brilliant. Yeah. I also have some good news from the United States. This is also good news for all of us, I think. And you can see this trend, how people more and more distrust media. Apparently there's an annual survey that is done by the Edelman Trust, right? And they look into how people think, what people think about media. And they confirm there is a crisis, actually. Well, we are not surprised, are we? So it's just dropping every year. Now these numbers, I don't know if they are true, but this is what they say. Today only 46% of the American people say that they trust traditional media. 56% agree with this claim that journalists and reporters deliberately try to mislead people by saying things they know are false or gross exaggerations. Wow. All right, so 56% agreed with this. There's a difference between Democrats and the Republicans. 57% of the Democrats trust media. 18% of the Republicans trust media. I think these numbers sound high. Yeah, I do. But you know how it is. Yeah. It's a trend, at least. Well, it is good news for all of us. And we have, of course, the same trend here in Sweden. I know we have the same trend in all, well, mainly all countries, I suppose. How people just distrust media. And you know this thing with the flu and the restrictions. I think this is the breaking point. Yeah, because how media has been dealing with this subject. It's been absolutely despicable. So, very good. All good news. Be good. Bye.